So on a driven shoot day with our dogs, we have our beating dogs, we have our picking up dogs, and we have our peg dogs. The vast majority of dogs that are going to be in the beating line are going to be Spaniels, one way or another. Their financial value is the lowest.
Wait, did you write an article saying the true cost of a working spaniel? This one?
Yeah.
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 I remember that.
So for those that haven't read that article, a good working spaniel, and you'll see these adverts, fully trained. Well, what does fully trained mean? You're going to bring your dog to me, and you're going to say my dog's fully trained, and I'm going to look at it and think, oh my god, I might take my dog to somebody, and I'll say that's fully trained. They're going to go, so fully trained or even trained means different things to different people, 100%. So generally, you'll see adverts, won't you? Would make a good beating dog, would make a good rough shooting dog, £750, £1,000. So then we get to our picking up dogs. They're deemed higher. They're deemed more important than a beating dog. Pick your point up. A beating dog, if that runs amok in the beating line, at the flushing point, all hell's going to let loose. So your beating dog, in effect, has got to be better trained than your picking up dog, because your picking up dog, in some cases, you just leave it on the lead or drive. Let them off the lead. They'll all starburst off, providing they bring birds back. A picking up dog's going to pick one bird. It's going to earn its money. But they're deemed in the hierarchy slightly higher. And then we get to our peg dog. So as you just rightly said, he's going to sit next to the gun all day long, pick 5 birds, sit there quietly. Most peg dogs, in truth, you're going to see are going to be tethered down anyway. But you go and buy a Labrador peg dog, that's going to cost you £6,000, £7,000, £8,000. And yet the training, as you've rightly said, the training of a dog that's going to work in the beating line or a dog that you're going to want to shoot over, massively more important, massively harder. And they don't get the value. They don't get the value. And this is where the versatile dog comes into it. Most of us, mere mortals, want a dog that can do a bit of everything. Yeah, that can go beating, and it can do a bit of picking up, and it can be on a peg. I know you said sit on a peg with you then, but we're talking about Cocker Spaniels, aren't we? It could be in the vicinity of the peg with you. But I've got, that's what I aim for with my dogs. I aim for that versatile gun dog, a dog that I can go out. They're not going to be, they may not be the hardest hunting dogs, although I've got one Percy and that'll just go through a brick wall. So I want them to do everything. They may not do all brilliantly well, but I can take mine on the whole and not be embarrassed. Although that remains to be seen whether the dog decides it's going to do it on the day. And I'll just give you a very quick example on that. I've got a little 8-year-old dog called Ted. Now, Ted, we mentioned some of the magazines earlier on, which I wrote for about 20 years, but I did a diary on Ted ever since he was born. So he's quite a well-known dog. Now, he's a dog in a million. Now, I'll never have another Cocker Spaniel like him. I've got videos of him sat when we're picking up, and he's got literally hundreds of partridges flying over the top of him. Doesn't move. Not the best hunter in the world, but if there's a bird in there, he'll get it out. A phenomenal retriever. I've got retrieves that I had with him that unfortunately I've filmed, makes the hair stand on the back of my neck. We was out on Friday. We've just come to the edge of a hedgerow. I've got another gun just stood the other side. He's shot a bird. His dog ran in. Another dog ran in. I've looked down at Ted. He's looked at me and he ran in. Now I would have paid money. I would have paid good money, but that dog wouldn't have done that. And that was just one of those mornings that he decided to make me look an idiot. But that's you've got to laugh about that. And everybody else laughed about it because it was me and my dog. So